So the Epstein files are real, and they probably all did it. Probably. These aren't our regular chairs, are they?
Yeah, they are now.
Yeah, that's why I said they're not our regular chairs. These aren't the ones we usually are. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I like these ones a bit more.
Our good chairs are. How is that not centered? Yeah, breaking news. Epstein doesn't exist. He never happened. Who's this Epstein we keep talking about? We're still on that Epstein guy? You made him up. Bro. Why are we still on that?
So
he's as fake as Slender Man. He's a creepypasta. That's not real. There's no such thing as islands.
No. So as of the recording of today, this morning, they revealed through the metadata of the raw footage, that the raw footage that's been enhanced.
That's missing a minute.
It's missing a minute, among other things, by the way. Is not the raw footage. Like, in the idea that it's all one clip. It's not. They were... How do I put this? Sometimes Dragon Ball fans like to make like a better visual product than the anime shows you. Mm-hmm. And you know what that consists of? Just sharpening the image and then cranking the saturation up. That's all they did. On top of the fact, of course, there is splicing, and the metadata showed that they exported the video 4 times. I'm going to tell you right now, as a YouTube professional, you don't need to export the same video, re-edit the video 3 times over.
You only need to export it once.
You export it once, and if you need to change it, you export it again, making a completely different file. So I'm going to tell you this right now, Ukrainian guy that, my girlfriend was talking about this.
Man, I love our Ukrainian viewer.
I love my Ukrainian viewer. I do this for you. My girlfriend today asked me.
This is what keeps us going.
She asked me, why do you go to the podcast? Nobody watches the podcast. I said, I do it for the
for our Ukrainian viewer.
I love you.
One Ukrainian viewer. You're what keeps us going every day. That's what gets me out of bed.
It does.
Is I'm like, man.
And he wants us to talk about the Epstein case again. By the way, hello. My name's Alex, a.k.a. Meta's Bailey.
I'm Caleb.
Yeah, I forgot to say that.
This is totally oblivious.
Oh, on another note, too. Oh, yeah, it is totally oblivious. It's right there, bro. Do we really need to say it? It's up there. This is our cynical era. It's right there, bro.
I hate everything.
I hate everything. No, even Joe, apparently, now is like backtracking. So
even Alex Jones is like, what have I done? What is happening?
Yeah, and it's just all falling apart. It's like the most obvious secret of all. We're literally just waiting for like the clip of him like doing circles in it, if you know what I mean. I'm not gonna say it, but zoom into my face. You know what I mean, right? Oh, and then it's like he's not gonna leave the White House. Everybody's gonna want him dead.
Yeah. How did we get to this point? How did we get to the point that
you want me to explain
walks
this?
Free and Epstein somehow is like, well, all that stuff that we're talking about, all that investigating we're doing, all that stuff that we're saying we're going to release all that information that we found, that's not real. What are you talking about? That doesn't exist.
No, it 100% does. Whatever you do not believe the current U.S. government
literally
at all.
The entire talking point was the fact that it existed.
Yeah. So you can't just end up saying...
See, we're a professional talk show now. We drink out of mugs.
Delicious. I should probably put it down. Yeah, no, don't believe it's gonna be really weird.
Girlfriend, you know things are bad when you got me siding with Alex Jones. Like when he's got a point.
Yeah.
you know you're on the wrong side.
Yeah, and the whole point is, well, maybe there are some Democrats that I don't care. Anybody who's been to that island. No, let me backtrack. I've been on the darker sides of the internet, so I hear a lot of conspiracies.
You were about to say, I've been to the island.
No.
I've been there.
Oh, if I was...
Been there,
If I said I was there, I was fucking trying to... what's the game? What's the fuck? It's not an American Sniper. What's the Hitman? I'm fucking perched on a fucking... No. I have to describe what I would do. If I had to get a kill shot on this motherfucker, I would break my back. I'd have the fucking sniper upside down looking through the scope to get the kill shot, bro. I'd be doing Winter Soldier level feats in order to get this man.
I thought it'd be more Doomslayer going through that island.
Okay, that's a whole different topic for another. How would you kill everybody on that island?
You just
with your Doom guy?
Or you could do it the scary way, where like you just start picking them off one by one, and they have no idea what's going on.
So you're gonna go Grim Knight on them.
You can go Predator versus Predator.
Oh, Predator versus Alien. Oh
no,
it was terrible. But like, I did. There are some topics I say to myself. So as a YouTuber, right? Like the guy who actually has a big YouTube channel and like has to think about topics like every fucking week so you can record them and upload them. It's tedious. There's some topics I do say to myself that are like non-anime related that I would love to cover. And like, I think I have said it on the podcast before, but the whole like alt-right pipeline, how we ended up here scenario is genuinely like fascinating. Like in a really odd and fucked up way. The alt-right pipeline and Jeffrey Epstein still like just being a thing are like oddly parallel with each other this whole time.
Yeah, they really did their work for the past few decades.
Oh yeah, it's always been like this with each other. It's odd. It's very, very odd. And I don't know if you want me to rant about it and go on unless you had like a subject, but it's just like
I had a little topic, but this is we're still in the news segment.
Yeah, we're in the news segment. But it's like, if anything, this might be like one of those like unskippable events. Like there's nothing that stops this.
It's a canon event, Miles.
Because we're one guy going rogue in that system. And it's gone. Apparently there are videos of DJ Chi. You know what? He's Chinese now. DJ.
I thought his name was Taco Don or something like that.
Taco, Mr. Taco, doing circles in it. Apparently, not saying it's true, but if that's real. And that hasn't been completely scrubbed off, which I highly doubt it isn't. There's probably many copies of it somewhere in the FBI.
There's gotta be.
Where they're cooked.
So that's where this is all so fascinating. Because this is literally so fast after the Trump-Elon breakup and all of that aftermath that all of a sudden it's like, Epstein files didn't exist. We didn't have them. We don't have the client
And this is
list.
something you can't escape. It's not going to die. It's been like a month. It's been like, it's almost nearly been 2. And we know what happens in the last 3 months of like every year. I predict the last 3 months of this year are going to be insane.
I mean,
it's going to be wild.
It should be, because this whole year's just been like, this is basically 2020 part 2.
Yeah.
Like this is like the past 4 years were like the portion of the movie that happens in between the first one and the sequel. That it's like, this stuff happens that leads to the sequel. Now we're in the sequel, because this is like very direct consequences of everything that occurred prior to, I guess, Biden taking office.
Biden was the filler arc. It really
Biden was actually a filler arc.
It might have not have been this bad either, because like the alt-right pipeline stuff didn't pop up until Biden's administration. Like it existed in 2016, but that was more malleable. It was meme format.
I think they just over time were just gradually growing in, I guess, gusto, I for lack of a better word, because like they were always the MAGA crew was always just like little freaks about this for no reason.
Yeah,
like you can tell the difference between
a regular individual and
a normal conservative and somebody who's like strictly MAGA.
Yeah,
they have very different viewpoints on existence, and it's like, so clearly one person kind of has some like their brains working a little bit, you know, and then there's very clearly just like somebody who has no concept of like their brain just does not function correctly.
No, it's
you know what? This is crazy that it's actually kind of tying me into something I watched last night.
What happened last night?
So last night,
what did you watch after Superman?
Last night after Superman.
Great, goated movie, by the way. It got the Ben Shapiro star of approval, meaning that he fucking hated it.
I'll get my review out on that probably before this episode.
It's very good. Must
But
see.
no, when I got home, my mom was watching 2020, and it was like 2020 reruns. But the one that came on was the Slender Man case from back in 2014. Do you remember what happened with that?
Those two girls, bro. That was so.
Those girls. It was crazy.
Those girls are weird.
It was crazy learning about that case because they were literally our age when they did that. Like we're the same age as them.
What?
Yeah.
They were 20? 23?
They're 20 now.
Oh.
They're 23 now, but literally they were 12 when they stabbed their friend, and I just turned 12 when that happened.
No way.
Yeah.
I thought they were. You know what?
They're like, it was that fateful day, May 31st, 2014. I was like, that's the day after I got Mario Kart 8. That's actually crazy.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, going off of that though,
I'm shell shocked.
Very clearly, like watching that, like the case was very clearly that those girls were not mentally stable. Like somewhere down the line, they developed severe mental illnesses that led them to basically not only believe in Slender Man, but play into any delusion that like they could somehow like control Slender Man or something like that, and that's why they tried to kill their friend was to gain control over him. And that almost feels like where the MAGA crowd is at. That it's like they absolutely worship this man who's done basically nothing for them.
It's actually all been net negatives. Nothing. It's all sucked.
Like the only thing I've kind of seen from this term is there's rumors that they're signing a bill into place to reduce housing prices. But with everything else that they've put in place, I don't see how that's possible.
No, it's the only way we get ourselves out of this hole is with a full House of Representatives and Senate Democrats, and even if then, they have to be at least socialist Democrats.
I mean, at the same time, though, if even his own biggest supporters are going against him,
Andrew Schultz and Joe Rogan within, this week has been crazy. Just FYI, timeline wise. So not of the week. Well, when it wasn't this Monday.
Yeah.
So last week before this Monday, you watching this or hearing this,
it's a wild week.
People.
But I mean, like the crowd closest to him is like all turning on him. Like first, it starts with Elon, and now we're getting the guys who literally
the FBI going, yeah,
the FBI themselves being like, uh-oh. And then we got freaking Joe Rogan and Alex Jones, some of those biggest right wing people who will support whatever they do no matter what are now being like, this administration's not doing good things. They're actively doing bad things. It's like, oh, it's almost like we've all been saying this. So when that's happening, you know things are going to start going down.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can't lose your biggest supporters and still...
Most delusional supporters.
If your most delusional supporters are dropping off, that's how you know you're cooked.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's over for you.
Oh, yeah. It's not... It's not going well.
Look, for example, let's look back to ye yonder year of 2024 when Mr. Dr. Disrespect was found out to be a predator after being added as a predator in predator hunting grounds.
Yeah, and also texting aggressively to trans women to fuck them. It's weird. There's a lot of things. So that whole scenario is weird, dog.
So yeah, and when you look at that scenario and you look at the aftermath and you look at his response, I gotta fix Butterfree.
Yeah, Butterfree was kind of drunk there. You good, Butterfree?
When you look at what happened after that, when he was like, don't listen to the haters. Haters know nothing. They don't know me, and whatever they say about me, I don't care because I'm going to keep doing me. And he kept streaming and nobody wanted to watch.
You can overcome a lot of things. A pedo? So
you at least need to step away for a little bit.
Yeah. Or go to North Korea or South Korea.
Like, step away and have the public at least think that you spent some time reflecting on your actions that are terrible. And then maybe somebody will be like, you know what? Maybe he learned from his mistakes. And maybe he was just making a terrible, horrible, stupid mistake and is now trying to be better. Because I know that's where a lot of people were at with Zero after everything that happened.
Bro.
Because he took time to step away, which allowed people to have give him the benefit of the doubt that he actually made an attempt to better himself. Whether or not he did, probably not, because predators don't typically do that.
They don't. You can reform a lot of people. Fucking kids.
But in Dr. Disrespect's case, he literally just tried to power through it and say that it was just the haters trying to bring him down. It was like,
you're not going to be
the haters are the good guys here.
Yeah, no.
If you hate a pedophile, I think your moral compass is in the right place.
Yeah, no.
We're basically looking at the exact same thing where we got this guy who's like, I'm the best. Everybody still loves me. And somehow the cronies on Fox News are still...
So...
It seems they're basically just actively avoiding talking about it, which is usually what happens with stuff like this.
And then it ultimately gets worse because you're not talking about it.
But then what's funny is because it's like there's the Fox News that we always talk about that is like the super right wing. And then at one of the press conferences, there was a representative of Fox News who was asking about the Epstein files and being like, so you guys said yourselves that there was a client list and it was going to be released. What happened to that? And they're like, we're not talking to you. So like even Fox as a network is like, something's not right here. So even if you have, it's just like.
You want to get into real conspiracy? This is a real conspiracy. Remember, Caleb and Post, put it above me. Top text, bottom text, impact font. Conspiracy critic.
Conspiracy.
I don't know her name, but it's the blonde chick that usually does these announcements.
Oh yeah, nobody likes her.
Yeah, she wasn't wearing her cross, Caleb. And if I know subtle foreshadowing, chat, we know exactly what that means. She had to lie and put away the cross.
Subtle foreshadowing.
I hate to get all conservative grandpa on you.
You know,
but I'm just saying, I don't think that woman agrees and is just saving face now.
You probably have a point. Again, it's been just in the past couple months. It seems like they're already just rapidly turning against each other.
Yeah, no, this was so
because even after the whole Middle East crisis that happened, like Vance was very clearly not happy with anything that was going on, any of the decisions that were made.
Everything's a face now. It's all a facade. All of them are just trying to get money.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And I mean, we kind of already expected that from the beginning.
Yeah. No, so this is
with the blatant market manipulation literally immediately as his term started.
Yeah.
That, like, how is that not like the dead giveaway to everybody that it's like, oh, yeah, this is going to be bad?
No, because they're all echo chambers. They're not on the right side, you know? But it's like, so the reason why it's collapsing on itself almost technically nearly a year in, because this is how fascism works. It eats itself from the it poisons, or no, I'm going to use the proper terms. It eats the current space that it's inhabiting, right? It consumes all of it, right? It's almost nearly been all consumed. But once you get to that stage, who are you going to fight? You can't fight anybody. And what makes this worse is, remember, we're living within the age of the 21st century. Everybody knows information beyond anything like World War II or any previous fascist party or fascist, adjacent governments could have ever done. Because it's like, we know to a certain degree a lot of the people in the German party of 1930, 40, that era.
I don't think we need to censor Nazi party.
Well, sometimes they do. I've done it.
We've said pedophile.
Okay, fine. We can say Nazi. That Nazi party that we knew they were pedos, but like no one can outright say that back in those days because there's other pressing issues. But in the current space, it's like everybody can gravitate towards that, and anybody, at least with a slight bit of moral compass, will go, yeah, that's bad. So now it's eating itself away while simultaneously also self-stabbing itself. Like, I said this to myself while kind of reviewing some old Cold War history, because I wanted to look at Reagan and what he did compared to Trump, and it's just like, while they're both charismatic to their kind, Reagan did it with elegance. This is just chaos. There's not any true form here.
Because like at the very base level, like if you take away all the terrible, horrible things going around at the very base level, and this is what I said back during his first term, is Trump's presidency literally just it basically just tears apart like unity in our country, which is like the founding part of what makes it good for us lower class people, is the fact that we can unify against any sort of opposition. But like the amount of disunity that's been formed just through his actions is just crippling to our society.
It's the end of an era and the end of the Republican Party. It can't function regularly anymore. And we see that with Mamdani too, right? I sound like Stephen A. Smith talking right now. Skip Bayless. You see it currently with young people and how Mamdani works. I think he will get elected. I think it's actually pretty likely, unless some fucking fuckery shit goes on.
Yeah.
Once he gets elected, it now proves to other people they can do it too, and then the same method will be copied. So what you're seeing now is the death of the current state. While I don't think we're going to have 100 years of bad luck like China, I do think that in a sense, well, there's things to overcome now because of the big, beautiful bill. I don't even know if anything in that thing is going to actually end up even existing, because you can technically all write it away with more bills, which really counterintuitive, I know. But
that's our country.
Yeah. So that being the case, the age of the upper classes is just going to die at this point. It can no longer function. We've hit the weight limit. The top can't have any more.
Are we finally going to see the trickle down?
And that's what it is. This is the ramifications of 40 years of politics ever since the Reagan administration. It's going to be slow. It's not going to be an instant trickle down, but you're going to see socialist change. People, it is overwhelmingly within, I think, our generation in specific, regardless of left or right, everybody likes, social programs, et cetera, et cetera. So it's like, I think by the time we have kids, or at least I think 10 years from now, maybe like 15, we're not going to be having these conversations. It's going to be transformed into, do you like this socialist policy or this socialist policy? Because no matter how you look at it too, America still has social policies right now. The mail system is by far one of the most socialistic policies in the United States, point blank, period. It is so socialist, we have to get a donkey in the Grand Canyon to deliver mail. That's how socialist it is. You got to start getting.
And they want to turn it capitalist.
Exactly. You can't make profit off that system. It's not meant to do that. And see, with the old dying now, with basically my dad going to be nearly the oldest generation, so that means the bottom half being us having majority or near majority, you're just going to end up seeing it all change. The age of the boomer, the age of American cycle, that aesthetic it's gone. It doesn't exist anymore. It can't exist in this space. People are tired. People are hungry. People want to do things. I just had a conversation with Nat the other day, or just this afternoon, and she's bawling her eyes out because it's like, these jobs are hard to get into. And it's like, when educated people can't get jobs, they're either going to end up moving away out of force, really, or they're going to force the current system in order to get jobs. So it's like, no matter how much you want to give to the rich right now in the current moment, in the short term, in the long term, it's all just going to break. That's all that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, we can, skip topics, but it's just like, if you really analyze it, the weight no longer can support itself. It's going to soon. I mean, I can't understand how this administration can go for another 3 years. There's no fucking way.
We're not even into full year one.
I know.
And it's already just like absolute chaos every single day.
But other than that.
But no, initially, because we are currently recording on Cliff's 40th birthday.
Damn!
We were supposed to do an episode with Cliff, but he's been busy doing dad stuff. So we didn't get to do that. So instead, what we're going to do, something I thought of today that I thought would be fun, is we are going to play a little game of satisfying and unsatisfying. So we're going to think of things that are satisfying and think of their unsatisfying counterpart, and vice versa, things that are unsatisfying and talk about their satisfying counterpart.
There is no satisfying counter. Revolution.
Politics. Revolution. No, I was more thinking. I was more thinking, like, when you get like a nice new fresh pen and you start writing with that and the ink's real smooth, that's really satisfying.
That is real satisfying, so I guess.
But then when you get an empty pen, like a dying pen,
I want to kill somebody.
And it, like you're writing and it looks really good, and then all of a sudden you start writing invisible words. Unsatisfying.
Unsatisfying.
Hate that.
What can I think? Oh, God, wait. I thought of a Pokemon because I thought of the Pokemon up here.
A satisfying Pokemon and an unsatisfying Pokemon?
You know what's a satisfying Pokemon design?
What's a satisfying Pokemon design?
Combee. I love me seeing a Combee. I don't know. Something about the hexagonal pattern of a Combee is satisfying.
I think just a hexagon is just satisfying in general. I can see that.
An unsatisfying Pokemon? Muck.
Muck?
Gen 1 haters, bro.
I think Muck's kind of satisfying in a way.
You spell his name backwards, it's cum.
Some people think that's satisfying.
And I think you're weird.
I'd argue I know this is probably
The way Lapras stares at me is satisfying. Why does he? Okay, can we talk about that real quick? Who designed Lapras to look at me like that? I get uncomfortable. Sometimes.
I don't think Lapras is a problem. I think there's plenty of other Pokemon that are designed in ways that I think are much more problematic. Like Lopunny.
Yeah, Lopunny. All of Lopunny.
Hate that. Mega, even worse. Like, why? Why would you do that? You could have just made a normal rabbit.
Yeah. They did.
They did eventually.
That's second.
They eventually made a normal rabbit, but they made Lopunny, and it's just...
Okay, then I'll hit you with one, then I'll switch it up.
Okay.
Unsatisfying, random sexual comments towards yourself. Like someone gives them to you, like, hey, cutie pie, or like, hate that.
Yeah.
Don't look at me. I'm not an object.
Stop.
I don't like that.
Okay. I get that. That is very unsatisfying. I
can give you a satisfying
Though I
one.
never get that.
I can give you a satisfying one, like an opposite of that one. Mm-hmm. An old woman calling you baby or like some sweet term adjacent. It depends on the culture.
An affectionate term.
Yes.
Like one that you call like a child.
Yes.
Like a term of endearment. That's what it's called.
Yes. Yeah.
Receiving terms of endearment
from an old lady.
Just in general.
I prefer old ladies.
Like even when like an old guy just comes up and he's like, "You did good today, son." It's like,
I don't know. Your difference between old men and you, between me and you and old men is weird. I don't know. They kind of creep me out. Old guys creep me out. I don't like the idea of growing old and becoming something I hate. I gotta go full doom and start wearing a mask.
Just in general though, receiving terms of endearment is very satisfying. Yeah. But I think just in general, it doesn't even have to be towards you. Mm-hmm. Just random sexual comments in general is just unsatisfying. When you hear it towards anyone, it's just weird.
Hitting on women in public, icky.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't understand why anybody would do that.
No, icky.
Like that's just you just make everybody uncomfortable.
No, I feel uncomfortable.
The woman's not comfortable.
I'm not comfortable. The walls aren't comfortable.
Nobody's comfortable.
The dog's uncomfortable.
I don't know how you were comfortable saying that.
No.
That I'm so uncomfortable. I actually said uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's how uncomfortable you made me.
Icky. You go.
All right. Here's a classic. Satisfying. Soft in the crunchy. You're eating something that's like crispy and crunchy, and you bite it, and it has a nice gooey, chewy center, like a nice mozzarella stick. You bite into it, gooey, cheesy center. And then there's the unsatisfying. You're eating something nice and chewy, and then there's a crunchy. That ruins everything.
Every time that happens to me, I want to... Okay, hold on. I will give it an asterisk. Unless it's chicken, and like there's a little bit of like some of the...
No, but that's chewy and the crispy though.
Maybe I'm just weird, but sometimes I do like the crunch. And I'm like, what's this?
You like the crunch of bone?
Not bone. There's another... It's not cartilage. I think it is. I like crunching on cartilage.
You like the cartilage?
I eat the cartilage. I do. But that's with chicken though. With anything else, icky. I like a little bit of the cartilage because it reminds me to ground myself as human.
But like, I think it's more like it mostly comes up with like eggs.
Ooh,
or
easily
like pastry baked goods
easily.
If you get a nice ooey gooey brownie and then all of a sudden you just get it's like that ruins it. Like even like the only exception to that would be when you bake like nuts into it.
Mm-hmm. But even then, it's different.
It's like
the almond or the nuts fuse.
They kind of soften.
Yeah,
they soften to a point that it's not crunchy.
A raw almond in a random brownie might be one of the worst things ever. Mm-hmm. Top 5 maybe of all time.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
I'll hit you with one. Satisfying. A nice, fluffy, cold pillow. Absolutely amazing. Glorious. I love when it happens.
That when you, especially after a long day and you hit the bed and your whole bed's kind of...
I can magnify it.
Your whole bed's kind of cool and you get that nice, plush, cold pillow. Do you have feather pillows or do you have cotton pillows?
I have cotton, but I need to get feather.
I switched to feather, and they are so nice.
I feel so gay right now because of the pose I'm in.
I don't know why you do.
I was like, ugh. I got the look, but that one's good. But I'll hit you with an unsatisfying one. A hot, uncomfortable bed and pillow combo. Ugh. Ruins my night. If anything, it keeps me up. It's a double whammy.
That's scientifically proven. You fall asleep better in cold than in warm. Mm-hmm. So anybody who sleeps with their house hot, you might be a psychopath.
I think
because
you are.
I
discriminate against you.
You're literally making your life more miserable by sleeping in a hot house. Like, that's what the blankets are for.
You fuck.
That's why you have blankets, is to stay warm. The house can be cool and you get the blanket. This is why I say winter is so much better than summer, because you can layer up with so many layers to keep yourself cold or keep yourself warm in the cold. But if it starts to get a little warmer throughout the day, you can be like, oh, I can just take off a layer and I'll be nice and my heat and body temperature is regulated. Yeah. But in the summer, what are you going to do?
Take off your underwear?
You can't be naked.
Unless you're high on drugs, which then it becomes not socially acceptable.
You still can.
But to you, in the high stakes,
you're in a double negative at that point.
But then it makes it positive. No, it's still terrible.
Not according to federal law.
Yeah, but fuck the federal law. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, you know what? That's true. You can go on islands and do whatever you want.
Yeah, man. Makes it totally legal.
It's completely legal as long as you have somebody completely lose all evidence of it.
Real. You go now.
What were we talking about?
Pillows.
Oh, yeah. Hate. Just
weather.
I don't know why people like summer so much. I really don't.
You can go jump off.
Cold will always be satisfying. Heat is only sometimes satisfying.
Real. I 100% agree.
What else? There was one I was thinking. Oh, here's one. I think this kind of works. Super sharp knife, right?
Going through a piece of paper?
Cutting through anything. You get a nice sharp knife and just get a nice clean cut. Satisfying. So satisfying.
I don't know if this would be in the same category.
Unsatisfying when you're cutting and you scrape your ceramic plate with the knife.
Oh, Caleb and Post, play this noise. Do it. Do it twice, in fact.
That's basically it. It's that almost will ruin a meal when that happens.
Damn, you hate it that much. It won't ruin a meal, but you'll be like, damn.
It's so bad. It's basically like when somebody has a shock collar on their dog and they become afraid to move to that point because they know they'll get shocked. It's basically that. I'll be cutting my steak, and if I hear that noise, I'll be afraid to cut. I'll have to be gently cutting to try to make sure that noise does not happen again, because it just ruins my eating experience.
No, it's terrible. That is very terrible.
Okay. Nothing more unsatisfying, I think, than that.
All right, I'll hit you with one. A nice cold bowl of your favorite cereal. Delicious. My house has been milkless for these past few days, so I've been hand fucking some Recess Puffs. I want some milk, goddammit, but my mom just doesn't buy any.
Or why don't you buy the milk?
It's the principle, Caleb. It's the principle.
I buy milk. I'll go to literally just not last night, but the night before. I was like, we're almost out of milk. I'm just gonna quickly work out, and after gym, go straight to the store and buy some milk.
Do you know I would do that if I leave my house very often? I really don't. But it's the fact that my mom buys me and my brother's favorite cereal, right? Even my dad's to a certain degree. There's the pantry right now currently has all the favorite cereal. Why the fuck do you buy the less than the gallon milk for 3 boxes? You know it's not gonna last.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't see a reason in buying anything other than anything other than a full gallon of milk.
You know, and I agree. I agree. What the hell is this?
That's
when the pantry is stacked with the family's favorites. Why are we
tangential unsatisfying when the only thing available is half gallons of milk. That is unsatisfying. I need me a gallon because who doesn't like? I understand if you're just one person.
Yeah, one person that makes
one
sense.
person is not going to go through a full gallon before it goes bad.
Yeah,
but if you have more than at least 2 people,
yeah, you gotta get a gallon.
You gotta get a gallon.
And this brings me to my next point. A nice bowl of your favorite cereal, spoon with serrated edges.
They are,
and I want you to know. Once you notice the serrated edges, the spoons start multiplying with the serrated edges.
You know what?
It irritates me.
I have that, but with ice cream, which makes it worse.
I think it's really any like bowl
to
of food.
Get the ice cream off the spoon, you kind of have to like wrap your lips around it.
So you have to.
So you're getting the serrated edge on the side of your mouth every time you pull it out.
I think I have scars on the side of my thing because of it.
That is so unsatisfying on another level because it's just
irritating.
It's just actively harming you.
Yeah, that's just irritating. I hate it.
You're actually taking 1 tick of HP damage every time you have to take a bite of your food when that happens.
Yeah, no, that's gross.
Awful.
Okay, go.
All right. Let me think. I got to think now. Oh, I guess since we're on the topic of milk, satisfying. Pouring out a nice cold glass of milk, either when you're incredibly parched and needing some milk, or right after eating a nice, like chocolatey, decadent dessert.
I'm gonna add on top of that.
Okay.
This is more of an opinion. It's not really adding to the satisfying part. The feeling of wanting a nice cold glass of milk might be better. Might be better than a nice cold glass of water.
That is extremely satisfying.
Yeah.
Especially when like the milk.
You could have filled this with milk and I would have been happy.
Milk's good. I just know I need to drink water.
Whatever insane, probably sexual psychopath that was sucking on a cow's tit, my hat's off to you, man. You're weird. But goddamn, is it good?
You're right.
You're the only sexual guy in the history of anything. I'll agree to that.
Here's the unsatisfying aspect of that. You pour it out.
No, don't do it. Don't say
take
this.
a sip.
Don't.
And it's spoiled. I've had that happen more times than should happen to.
You know what? It's not sipping the milk. It's when you see the date.
But sometimes on the date, it's still fine.
Yeah.
But like, there is a specific time. I'm pretty sure I talked about this before. But I just got done with gym, and I see there's enough for me to enjoy a nice, good gulp of milk from the remaining part of what's in the milk jug. And so I take off the cap and I take a swig. And it is just the most spoiled, nasty milk like
You basically were eating cheese.
it was not even at the cheese point. It's just at the rotten point. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody left that milk out all night and then just put it back in the fridge. Not even with no concern.
I'm going to blame Colby.
Colby wasn't here.
Damn it, I'm going to have to blame.
I
can hear Colby. What the heck?
It was just because I was so looking forward to a cold glass of milk after a workout. Because I worked out good that night. My arms were pumped. I was feeling like a superhero. And I was like, time to reward myself with the protein brought on by a nice drink of milk. And it was sour and rotten and gross.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Never wish that upon my worst enemy.
I would. I hate them all. Kendrick taught me to hate more.
You're right. I wish their milk is all spoiled.
It's fucking and rotten. I'm going to hit you on another one. A lot of food-based stuff here.
Because I think food typically...
Eating, in specific with me, not white bread. I can't have a raw... You have to be insane. Butt fucking sane to have a raw, white piece of bread. Just nothing on it, just munching on it. I'll eat...
Sometimes that's good.
When I've introduced myself to whole wheat, mixed nuts breads, like sweet bread too, that you're supposed to, like brioche bread, like a good brioche bread just to munch on, satisfying.
Those are good.
Like most breads are, other than like plain white bread, because it's bland. But I think you know where I'm going with this. You open up whatever bread packaging, doesn't matter, and then you see it.
No,
the accursed,
not the green mold. No.
And then no. This is what fucks you up, right? Because once the mold gets green like that, it's kind of like rabies. But by the time you start going, you've already been infected. Mm-hmm. So the pieces of bread you ate the previous day,
they were already moldy. Yeah. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
What's actually worse than that, though, is when you're in the process of eating it, and halfway through you see the mold, and you go, "Oh my gosh, I was enjoying my like." It's funny though. Every time, like you kind of taste it, but like in your mind, you're like, "It can't be moldy. This bread can't possibly, what I'm eating right now couldn't possibly be moldy because there's not enough time has passed for it to have molded."
Yeah.
And then you see that accursed little blue fuzz and you go, "Oh, no.
It can't be.
Not the mold."
No.
And it ruins whatever meal you were having.
No.
Just or even worse when you're saving it and you're like so excited to finally eat it and it's moldy.
It's terrible. One of the worst feelings ever.
A slight humidity in the house ruins your day.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
That is awful. I hate that. All right. I'm trying to think of one not food related to end this off.
Food is satisfying. It's wise.
Food is in itself very satisfying.
Full tank of gas.
Full tank of gas.
No, but I had to spend money on that one. That was a count.
That's a double-edged sword. It's both satisfying and unsatisfying because your wallet takes a hit.
So it's just normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough on that one.
I'd say satisfying is...
Oh, there's an X on the bottom. I didn't even notice it. Try to figure out what you're thinking.
All right.
Oh, we got one.
I can't. This is another food related one, but I just have to say it. The smell. I'll say for this example of fish.
Okay.
In an area where fish is being cooked, very satisfying. But the smell of fish where no fish, unsatisfying.
The way you said that was funny.
But I'd say almost that goes for like any cooked meat.
Okay.
When you smell that meat smell, where there's meat, it's satisfying. But when no meat, no food around, unsatisfying.
So
I'd even go just like
food in general.
Food in general. When that smell is not supposed to be smelled, unsatisfying.
So I'm gonna have to give a little bit of pushback here, but it's just because of maybe my experience. I'm not a nose Nazi. Like, my dad will complain about the house stinking about food later. I don't know if my nose is fucked. I don't know if I've burned the inside of my nose to the point I can't smell any of this stuff. I can't smell food like that. Like, initially it being cooked, I can smell it. But I've reheated some fish before, or like other foods, smelly foods. Never smell it afterwards. I don't, or even in the moment. I think this is not really pushback, but it's like I just can't smell it. I don't know what's up with me.
So you're telling me the smell of a hamburger getting cooked on the grill is just as satisfying as smelling a hamburger in the bathroom?
Yeah. I don't maybe I love food so much that it just doesn't irritate. I've had oranges in the shower.
That's fine.
Yeah, I know. But
it's a fruit.
I think I've
fruit
had
smell,
a burger in the shower.
Fruit smell, and how would you eat a burger?
I think I was eating it, and I was
Why
like,
are you eating in the bathroom at all?
I was eating like it, and I was like, oh, I probably should take a shower afterwards. So I think I like by the time I walked in, I kind of it into my mouth.
Okay, I thought you were literally in the shower.
No, I wasn't having a whole Wendy's meal. It was just in the moment. Like it technically counted because my foot was in there. I think so. And then one time I did fuck up a Snickers in the bathroom.
Why would a Snickers bar is arguably one of the worst things you can eat in a bathroom?
No, I was like one of the small ones. I still had it in my pocket.
You get the chocolate on your fingies and you're on the toilet. You're like,
okay, okay. I can say this. I've stood up, looked myself in the mirror, and then been like, oh, I have a Snickers in my pocket. And like, it's one of the mini ones. But I'm never on the toilet fucking having a full course meal. I need to clarify this for your brain. I'm not eating on the toilet or in the shower. I'm just like in front of my sink.
Gotta keep that eternal cycle. Can't have my intestines ever empty.
No. I've never eaten in those areas. I accidentally look at myself while I'm eating something. But it's like, and my bathroom is next to the kitchen near where it is, right? Mm-hmm. The smells of the kitchen waft into the bathroom. I've never had a problem with it.
Okay, but I guess this is I think I just have a very strong smell.
Apparently,
I have
all
a very
of you do.
Good sense of smell because whenever we cook anything with onions in the house,
I love the smell of
onions. It gets trapped in the shower.
Really?
And whenever I will go to take a shower, I will just smell onions.
I want Five Guys now.
And I'll be like, why is there onions? Why is onions trapped here? I don't want to smell onions while I'm taking a shower. I want to smell like citrus smells or coconut smells. Clean smells. Onions make me think of BO.
Really? And so weird because we, in my family, right, you use onions to clean the grill. So in and of itself, onions is like the unseen hero. It technically is a cleaning thing, but it's not treated as one.
Right? Because it doesn't have, its scent is inherently an offensive scent.
That's so crazy.
Like it offends the nostrils. And you're telling me you'd never smelled those guys in middle school who were not wearing their deodorant, and you're telling me they didn't smell like onions?
Swear to God, on Natalia's life, I never smelled those guys and thought of onions.
What did you think then when you smelled them?
I just never linked it to food.
Next episode, smell association.
I'm okay with that. When I smell I think in my mind, I can smell strong smells. I can definitely say that. Like if there's is there a waft, I'll be like, but like maybe my nose is on a higher plane of existence where BO just is BO. It's not like it smells like onions or smells like cinnamon. It's just
who would ever say it smells like cinnamon?
I don't know.
Cinnamon's a good smell
or something, right? Like I brought up like a really potent smell. I've just never associated onion and human BO in the same category as smell. Never. Swear to God. Swear my mom of life. I've never.
To this day.
I've smelled myself. Sometimes when I'm in my room, fair note, where my room is located, I'm in one of those aluminum like test things where you're trying to make a s'more. My room is basically like that. The white fence. So here's my window and here's the white fence. The sun beams back into my room and it gets blistering hot. I have to live like a caveman in order to record sometimes because if I'm there, I'll smell myself, right? But my smell does not smell like onion. Not even close. I swear on my life. And we've been in the same locker room. I just can't. Maybe I'll have to think about it next time.
I do know that some people's scent, some people have different scents.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. 100%.
So,
like Natalia's scent is very non-food.
Her BO scent?
I'm going to be honest. My mom has seen it. My mom can testify. I sniff my girlfriend in public. I love the smell of my girlfriend. And I've smelled her BO. I'm going to be honest about that. Even then, and this is technically a compliment to my girlfriend if you think about it, she does not smell like onions. She does not smell like food. She smells like Natalia. Swear to God. Swear to God. Just a weird thing. I guess we can come back to me with this satisfying.
You get the last.
I do. It got to be good. It got to be a good one, you know. Oh, I have one. Oh, praise Jesus, I have one.
Oh no,
you're gonna like this one because I've been feeling it lately. So it depends what area you go to. I mentioned Five Guys later, but this you can just say this with any burger. The craving for a burger to then eat said burger and it be what you want might have to be one of the most satisfying meals
I think I know
ever.
where you're going with this.
And the fries, the salt, steak fries, in my opinion, with a little bit of ranch, like a really really cold ranchy ranch. That is by far one of my favorite meals. Very delicious. I hate hot ranch. That's not the unsatisfying part. I think you know where I'm going with this.
I do, and it makes me sad because of how many times this has happened.
And it's just, but then it makes the good times better. You're gonna eat your delicious burger. You've been wanting it. You want to be there. You want to eat that damn burger, and you bite into it,
and it's not good.
No, not that. There's a fucking pickle in it, or adjacent. There's a thing in the burger that you don't like. Or you
baby palate.
No, I don't. No, okay. So here's the thing. I'm okay with pickles. I'll have a pickle, but I don't like pickles in my burgers, and it ruins it for me. I'll have an onion. I love onions and burgers. I don't like the pickle. The pickle ruins the burger for me. And then it's soggy fries and then warm ranch. Ruins the whole meal. I wouldn't even eat it. I would, but I'm like, damn, this is...
I would have 100% agreed with you if you just said that the burger didn't turn out good. 100% would have agreed.
Oh, no, I'm going to be honest. Most burgers don't turn out good. No one ever actually knows how to make a proper burger.
But saying the pickle ruins it...
I just don't like the pickle.
Pickle is arguably one of the best parts of a burger, for one. And for two, everyone knows I'm an avid tomato hater. Absolutely despise the taste of tomatoes.
Oh, tomatoes too. That's why I said everything.
If a tomato is on my burger... That does not ruin the experience.
Isn't that also baby palate though?
That doesn't ruin my experience though.
Really?
I'll eat it. I'll leave the tomato on.
Really?
Sometimes I put the tomato on willingly sometimes.
You're a weird man. If my dad's in the same category of you, he doesn't like tomatoes like that. I don't think hold on.
I don't like tomatoes, but like when I'm making a burger at home and there's like a really thin slice of tomato, I'll slap it on because it adds texture to it. And I like the added texture that it brings.
So I'm okay with pickles. I'll eat a little pickle, little dill pickle. But going to the texture thing, I think this is where the divide is. We're really weird then because I said the cartilage thing earlier. I like the crunch of the cartilage, but I don't like the texture of the
People
pickle.
in the comments, tell us who's wrong. Who's wrong here?
Actually, this is the thing I've looked into the past. This is a very divisive thing. People like pickles. This is undoubtedly a thing, but it's just with certain foods. You know, going back to the smell thing, right? Where you associate like sweet smells as cleanliness. Some people just don't like the texture of some foods with others. I think if my girlfriend was here, she'd be able to explain it better. It's like she's always kept her food separate. She's fine eating a whole meal together. Like if it's a wide range of textured foods, but the moment like you mix mac and cheese with something else on the plate, like coleslaw or something, it's like,
well, that's cold and hot, so that's understandable. But
so I've seen some people have warm coleslaw.
But like,
that's weird.
With a burger, if it's just meat and cheese on that burger,
A little bit of mayo in there.
I'm gonna get so bored eating that. Like, there's times when I eat a boring burger, I don't want to finish that. But adding even the ingredients that I don't like tomato, when you add that on, it makes the experience like more. I feel like I'm getting more out of the experience.
I'll have a thin slice of tomato and a little bit of lettuce, just not the pickle. I'll have everything in the burger except the pickle.
You can load the more stuff you can fit on a burger and be able to still get a solid bite out of it.
You said that. Better. I thought it was something mild.
You thought you're thinking of the Scooby-Doo sandwich.
What the fuck do you mean a Scooby-Doo ass level meal right there?
No, like, if you're able to get a nice like smash burger patty, get the lettuce, onion, tomato, pickle, condiments,
grilled
bacon. Grilled onions are actually significantly better.
Okay, going to burgers, just talking about burgers real quick. I actually prefer some of the ingredients within said burger to be grilled also with burger.
Yeah, no,
like
that's
onion.
Fair.
I've seen people grill the lettuce.
That
slightly. It's only like you do like 3 seconds, 3 seconds.
What in the Monster Hunter?
Yeah, just 1, 2, and then you're good.
Can't knock it till I try it.
Yeah. I think my favorite type of burger is a little bit of a. I'm not a big ketchup guy, but I'll do mayo and mustard. So mine would be. I will always prefer a sesame seed bun. I think it's good. It's a classic burger. Sesame seed bun. A little bit of mayo.
A little lighter.
Yeah, a little bit of mayo, maybe some mustard, depending if I'm really feeling frisky. Bacon, egg. I love an egg in a burger, and then in specific sautéed grilled onions on the bottom of the burger so it holds. And then I hate how my parents do it and my brother. I really hate thick meat patties.
I do too.
I like them to be at least half that size.
I like when it's like a patty that's like perfectly crisped and doesn't overpower the burger. Yeah. Like, if I can bite and the patty doesn't like rip the bun in half from just its sheer size, that's perfect. Yeah. Like, I don't even like
if they're big. Like, if they're bigger than the width of my thumb. Okay, a little bit bigger than that. If they're like my brother and my dad, they're like this thick.
That's just not
too much.
Good.
Like a little bit like this.
At
I'm
that
okay
point,
with this.
You might as well just give me a steak. I'd rather have a steak.
I'm okay with eating that burger. I'm fine with eating it. I'm not going to complain. But if it's like every weekend, I go like, bro, I'd rather. And like I'd rather have a steak.
Like most of the time too, when they're made like that, it's not even like a burger patty. It's like a meatball sitting in the center of your sandwich. Yeah. It's like, dude, this is not I'm not getting that satisfying bite. The meat is overpowering everything else in the sandwich.
I hate that. I do. Okay. The way to make a proper patty, depending on how you make your meat, is you always technically have to make it a little bit not rare, like medium rare. That's how you get a real. It's almost like cooking a steak, but a little bit of different mindset. But it has to be thin. You can't have too much meat, bro. Mm-hmm. Too much meat ruins the burger. You can make a burger any way you want. You can put pickles in it, but
fast food patties have the right
idea.
They have the right idea. They have the perfect thickness, and that's why I prefer smash burgers now over normal burgers, because the smash burger, they might get. Mm-hmm. When you stack the two smash burger patties on top of each other, they might get to that thickness, but you're not getting that same experience where it's like you're eating a meatball. Yeah. You're getting each patty is slightly is like that crispness level, so you're getting like that good crunch, and it's like getting that separation rather than just getting a wall of meat.
I'd rather just have a steak at that point. I agree.
Grill a steak. If you're gonna make burgers like that, don't make burgers. No. Grill steaks. No. Spend the extra money to make the steaks.
If anything, I have to give my potential in-law some credit. I had some burgers they made the other day. I won't lie, I was fairly impressed.
What do they make their burgers on?
Okay, to be fair, Brian is not the best griller. Nat knows this. I know this. So, but they make their own patties, and Valeria, my girlfriend's mom, does like 50% beef and then 50% turkey. She kind of mashes them together, and I had it, right. And remember, it's a thin patty.
But what are they grilling it on?
Oh, just like some propane. That's not how you're supposed to do it. Propane is bad. I don't like hay kill. Propane, Bobby. No, you get flavors, you get charcoal, there's things. You need pellets and stuff.
No.
Yes.
No. You make your burgers on a flat top.
Oh, you can do that too, yeah.
That is the only way to do it.
Why do you want flat top? Why would you do it on flat top?
Because it cooks it perfectly. That's the perfect way to grill a burger, is on a flat top grill. You're getting that pure crispness on both sides of the patty.
I'm not a big guy on Christmas. That doesn't really matter to me.
That's the only way you make a burger, is when it's nice. You got the crisp outside. It's the satisfying, crispy outside, chewy inside.
I can live without it. It's not like a deal breaker.
Other than that, you're getting the meatball.
Not the meat. You don't really need the meatball. I've had them.
You're getting the meatball.
No, I'm not getting the meatball. I've had thin patties not grilled on flat tops before, and usually they're not wildly accessible. I don't think I've had one in a bit from somebody like that, but I've had many a burger, but like they going back to Val's parents, they just had it on the grill, but I was like, if these were just not well done like they always make their food, I'd be like, this might be top one if I was able to add all my ingredients. Like, it was pretty good.
All his ingredients: mayo, mustard.
No. Oh, well, in that case, yeah, I didn't have any of my stuff. I couldn't add like bacon or a little bit of egg in there and stuff. But it was just, they had no resource. They themselves have nothing on their plates. It is just cheese, the burger, the buns, and that. They had nothing. I checked their pantry. I was like, there's nothing in there, bro. I can't even like add onion. But like, I had it. It was fairly good. I kind of want to experiment with the recipe personally myself. But. And like you can buy a flat top for some of your grill accessories. I think my dad might own one, but I just think he never uses it.
That's the way to make a burger.
Yeah.
That is the way to make a burger.
I'll have to try it again. I've had some at some people's houses before, but like I've never. Maybe it's the thing, I've just never noticed it. Like back to the spoons. Once you notice the rip edge of one, you notice them all. Mm-hmm. So I'll have to end up seeing it. And I think, going back on smash burgers too, I feel like that's a very delicate process. Because I still think you can get a meatball even with the smash burger.
You have to make them right.
Yeah.
You have to.
I think maybe SpongeBob's right, making a burger is an art.
It is.
He's only paid 5 cents a day, canonically speaking. I learned that the other day on a YouTube short. I'm like, Spongy, my boy, what are you doing? You should be at least getting the same amount, the same pay as Squidward. The fact that he lives in a pineapple makes sense now. I don't think he can afford anything else.
Ugh. SpongeBob's wealth in that show is not exactly
Yeah.
Consistent.
It's not. It's not
Like
at
he
all.
makes no money, but somehow he makes no money, but has infinite funds.
It's just the tune for scaling, bro.
Oh, maybe that'll be something we talk about on a future episode.
What?
Anyway, I'll tell Alex in post. For now, you guys get to see us leave because I'm starving.
Yes.
We're talking about all those burgers and now I'm hungry.
I want
So
some
anyway.
cold ranch, bro. Cold ranch and some good fries.
Anyway, that's it for this week. We'll see you guys next week when we talk about smells.
I'm telling you, bro. I just don't smell onions with people.
Maybe we what we'll do in this office is we'll get a little board and we'll just start writing our podcast ideas when we come up with them.
Probably. I can say one thing that I do forget sometimes. I do wash behind my ears, but sometimes the water gets stuck. I don't. This smells bad. No, I don't like that. I clean it sometimes and then wash my hands afterwards because I remember. I go,
That looks icky.
No. I took a shower today, but it just happens. I'm noticing. I'm trying to figure out the whole long hair thing, and it's weird now because now you have to like. I've now had to figure out how to properly wash
There's
hair.
extra process.
Yeah, it's a whole different thing. Short hair people, bro.
In the comments while you're fighting over whether me and Alex are right, should I bring back long hair Caleb?
Maybe if you wanted to.
That other thing for the jury to decide. But anyway, now we're going on too long. So we'll see you guys next week.
Bye bye.